Come on, let's go. 90 seconds to this round. Come on, let's go. Energy. Good.
You guys got me. You got me.
What we're trying to do here is to ignite a talent hotbed here in the middle of Europe that services young American players that are hungry just to get the chance to be here. This is what we're about. The first thing, the most important thing is that we have teachers, because there are trainers who can train well. There's lots of good coaches that can coach well, but we require teachers, because a teacher can go deeper into the lesson plan, the learning that's necessary. They can look inside of a player, they can motivate a player, they can provide the spark that creates ignition, and the ignition is what provides the motivation to do the amount of work, the intense, deep practice that's required to get very good.
Okay, let's have some fun out there. Let's go, guys. Come on.
In order to really maximize the talent potential of a player, you have to address the things that go on off the field. They have to have grit, they have to have resilience, they have to have cultural agility, they have to be able to solve problems, they have to be able to work through challenges. And all of these things are what supports the talent development of what happens on the field. You cannot do that in 2 or 3 or even 4 evenings a week. You have to be in a full-time environment in order to achieve that. So when we say that our work with the players goes beyond the field, we are trying to raise good people. We're trying to develop good people, and if we don't develop good people, we cannot possibly develop good soccer players.
In this series, we'll explore the sport that speaks every language and transcends social structure. Feel the love, experience the passion, wherever you are, and whatever you call it. This is the beautiful game.
How much of that movement coincides with the shifting culture around football in North America? Or is it simply down to a lack of training and coaching? I guess in one way or the other, the next generation is about to give us the answer.
My name is Bobby Smyrniotis. I'm the head coach and technical director of Forge FC.
James Merriman, I'm the head coach with Pacific Football Club.
My name's Jason Beckford, I'm the head coach of Simcoe Rovers. Been coaching for the last 25 years at semi-professional level back in England, and then moved to Canada in 2012. There's talent here, there's no doubt about that. I mean, you've got the best of a lot of worlds where you've got Europeans that are here, South Americans, Central Americans, Caribbeans. The challenges that they have in North America is the system that they have, which tends to be a little bit more exclusive rather than inclusive. So that pay-to-play model, it can be a real barrier for a lot of players. It becomes like a bit more of a middle-class sport, doesn't it? So if you go to anywhere else in South America or even Europe, football is very much a working class sport. You know, it's affordable to play, and it's life, isn't it? That's what it is for us.
When you look at youth development, you can't look too early and also too late at players. I think with increasing the reach and the way the system is right now, it's also our responsibility to make sure we're looking into all of the communities and making sure that those players are getting the right stimulus to know that there is a future in the game, where maybe 10 years ago that was very difficult for a young soccer player.
I think the structure and the pathway in the country is constantly improving, especially again with the MLS academies, Toronto, Montreal, and Vancouver, but also now we're hoping that the CPL can get involved more in the youth with the local youth clubs and help with the infrastructure. We're also trying to develop more coaches.
Because what happens a lot of the times, you know, mom and pop, you know, ends up being the volunteer coaches. Because no one else is there, and then when you get to a certain level in terms of developing that best talent, there needs to be, you know, more football minds that can actually help those players to get to that next level.
Ultimately, to keep the success and sustain what we're doing with the national team, we're going to need young players to come through. I still think there's a lot of work to do.
A lot of youth players play on teams, and you know, the team belongs to the coach and not the club. And you're losing a cultural piece and identity of the game. So when you look at anywhere in Europe, South America, and all these places, you're born with an attachment to a club. but that has to come from somewhere. Here the system is not really there yet, but we do have a system where all young players are playing in a club. If they first learn to be attached to that place, that builds the passion in the game.
That's what gets everybody excited about football. The fans have always been such an important piece, and then young players getting a taste of that, that's what creates the next generation.
What happens when you bring gamers out into the field, the court, the sands, and beyond? You get E-Game On, a show where E-games meet real games. In this series, we take 4 contestants and push them out of the gaming chair and into real sports with real professionals. Nothing like this has ever before been attempted. It has never been done. But at the end of it all, there can be only one. E-Game On. From esports to real sports.
No, bad pass.
No!
That was a good shot. That was a good shot.
Our contestants are going to want to train out because I've caught word through the grapevine that they'll be interacting with and learning from an esports soccer pro. His name is Fiddle.
Out of there. Unlucky. Well, we figured out our winner was Sean in the shootout today, but we have to decide between Jake and Raj who's going to be joining Trish in some suicide. So let's get into a shootout, best of 5.
No pressure, Raj.
1. We're all tied up.
You got nothing, kid. Yes, you're goalie.
So I think we all had a lot of fun in that finishing competition there and ended it with a pretty crazy penalty shootout. So with that being said, we do have a second place prize for Raj winning the penalty shootout and avoiding the suicides, a nice scarf. And with that being said, we have to hand out some gear to our champion today for the finishing competition.
Nice. I'm definitely wearing it tonight. Let's go.